All right, we're here with Kerrod, Tuckett, and Liam. Liam Scott. Liam, tell us a little bit of your background, where you're from, and what course you were working on.
Down from Melbourne, Australia, up here at Muirfield for the spring and summer here. I worked at Keysborough Golf Club back home and been there for 3 years. As soon as I'd done my schooling at NMIT, I headed straight to the States.
Cool. And Kerry, where are you from? What course you come out of it?
I'm from the middle of the country, out in Nicklaus in New South Wales, and so I finished my 3 years of TAFE at Wodonga and just decided to head over here and do this program.
Right. And for the guys back in Australia, like, you know, what about this? Like, is this a good experience to come up here and do this, Kerry?
Oh yeah, definitely. I've been here for 6 weeks now, and it's just been brilliant. Just learned so much in a short period of time. It's been awesome.
You're actually down the road at Scioto Country Club.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that club. How good is that club? And you're super?
It's a very prestigious club. It's Jack Nicklaus' home course. He played there as a junior, and Bob, the superintendent there, is just brilliant. He really knows what he's doing.
Right.
He's great.
Right. It's a big move, isn't it, Liam? I mean, to come up here, is it something you'd recommend to just everybody, or?
No, I wouldn't. I'd recommend it to everybody to have a go at it. I don't think it's for everybody though. If you got to be extremely hard working and be willing to put in the hours and time and effort, but it's definitely worth it. Definitely.
I mean, you know, if you didn't do this, think about what you miss. Kind of, you know, what about the learning up here, the maintenance standards, the attention to detail? Talk about that a little bit.
Dealing with all cool season grass as well. You take on a different aspect of turf, I guess. Working for Paul B.Latshaw, one of the best supers in the world, is just you see how everything's done right, how everything should be done, and just the practices are fantastic.
Exactly. And what about here now for the tournament? Tell us what's going on here. I mean, you know, is this cool, or what are you doing for the week of the tournament here?
Well, changing those pins on the back 9 greens.
Oh, you changed the pin on 16. What other holes?
All the ones 10 through 18. So.
Oh, you got all the easy ones, didn't you?
All the marquee holes.
How good is that, like, for guys back in Australia? Did you ever dream that you'd be doing something like that? I mean, Tiger's coming up here soon.
If you ever think of working a tournament or a big tournament, it's probably one of the most important jobs and one you'd love to have. It's nerve-wracking in the morning to do, but once you see the end result, you're pretty happy with it.
How sweet is that? I mean, Kerrod coming up here and doing the tournament, how good is that?
Oh, it's awesome. It's been absolutely awesome so far. I'm mowing the greens on the front 9, and it's a pretty important job to mow the greens. You've got to get it right, because if you miss some bits, they do show up, and it can be, got to get it consistently right. So
there's a lot of pressure on, isn't there? But that pressure is good, though. I mean, it's good for you. I mean, you know, and I mean, what would you say, you know, with the whole thing? Like, what stood out in your mind the most? I mean, you know, I don't want to say what's impressed you the most, but what's the big thing that stands out?
Probably just the way everything's done here. It's done so professionally, so everything is just detail. Attention to detail is absolutely perfect, and I guess when you have something on TV broadcast to America and around the world to millions of viewers, you don't want any slip-ups at all, or you don't want any mistakes.
Kerrod, would you agree with that? I mean, it's the attention to detail.
Oh yeah, totally. Like, we've been out here mowing every single day. You're barely mowing any grass.